Please.
Hi everybody. Good. Perdón, corta eso. Hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are watching us. I am Oscar Rodriguez, your host, and today I am here with Guillermo Mazariegos, a professional physiotherapist of FCB Barcelona. And today he is going to be sharing us his knowledge on how to take care before a game and how to not get injured while playing soccer. So, hi Guillermo, how are you?
Hi, thank you for the invitation. I'm very fine. I'm very excited um, for this meeting and also for answer your questions and everything that you need.
Okay, so why don't we start? So
Okay.
the thing that I want to ask you is, what is like the appropriate equipment that a player has to use to practice football?
Okay, these are very simple. All you need is, there are different types because you can use the shin guard. That means this is for protect your legs from injuries like having a fracture or a big hurt on the legs. Also, because this is a physical contact, so it's a dangerous sport also, and there are a lot of players that get injured for a lot of months, having fractures on the legs or having sprains. So this is more for protection of this section of the leg. So sorry, this part of the leg. And other is the boots, because there are different types. So if you are going to play in a street, you can use a shoe without how can I say it? Sorry, there are specific types of shoes that you can use, or boots. That means if you are going to play in grass or like a stadium, you can use boots with heel, because they are very good to run, and also you cannot slip. Have when it's raining, you cannot have problems with slippery or fall out, because you slip, you have a slippery field. So also there is another shoe that is without the heel. There is more like foot 5, or like the street football or soccer. That means is very great because it's good for everything, and it's the normal shoe that you can find out in every place and is very common to see. So this is the like the tools that you need to play soccer, and also is very important for this.
Well, yeah, you mentioned some very important stuff because, for the people that maybe don't know, too much about that sport, they just you need the boots with the heels and your socks, and that's all right. But you need the shin pads, or it depends if you're playing on grass or on turf or something like that. You need a different type of boot, but
That's
yeah.
right, because also I forgot that goalkeepers use gloves. These are very important, but they use different gloves. They have like plastic, something like here on the fingers, because it's very important to keep their fingers safe, because there are usually a lot of injuries having a breaking finger, and that's why they use their gloves to try to don't get hurt, and there is more comfortable to play at soccer. So it's sorry for that interruption, but I forget that.
No, it's okay. That's actually very helpful too for the people to know. So yeah. So now let's move on to the next question. That is, which are like the most like the principal muscles that are developed while practicing the sport?
Well, as you know, first of all, the legs is very evident that every soccer player use their legs. Also, they are all their legs muscles, and also is because they kick the ball with the foot. Also, they dominate the ball with every part of the leg, with the knee, with the foot. So this is one of the most common because that's the rules of the game. Also, the glute and hip muscles, the arms for goalkeepers, and when you are in the side, you need to throw the ball, so you use your hands or your arms also. Uh, Also, we can say that they use a lot of the goalkeeper use everything part of the body because they try to keep to save their goal, so they start jumping or throwing and they fall out themselves to save the ball. So is there are a lot of muscles that are using in the game, and also it's very important because they are not only using it, they are exercising also. So if you don't have a healthy life, you will probably have some injuries and you are not able to do something not really good because these injuries won't able to do that because when you get hurt you can the pain is so painful that you cannot walk or do everything that you can try to do. So that's right.
Yeah, so you mentioned that, well, mostly for the players that are like on the field, they obviously like exercise every part of their body because they are well running around. They're like you say they realize the throwing, so they have like the arms too, but well the principal like muscles are every part of well the leg, that are the thighs, the foot, the ankles, and all that stuff, right? And for goalkeepers, they're also hold their whole body because they have to stretch and be like very flexible. So yeah, that's very important information. So let's move to the next question, that is well related with this answer that you just gave me, that are what are the some exercise that you recommend us like pre-warmings before a match?
Okay, this is a good question also because every soccer player, if they want to play a game, they need first to have a training before. Or but one of the exercise that I recommend and is one of the most common that is have different types of stretching exercise. Because it's very important to stretch every part of the body to don't have some springs or different injuries on the muscles because they are very long recovery. So one injury in the muscle could be like more than 1 or 2 months depending in which part of the body was. So other exercise is the zigzag sprints. Everyone needs to run a little bit to get the body in heat because if you start playing in cool, it's very probable that you will have a lot of injuries. So jumping jacks, a little sprints, as I said, the 6 leg springs also, and other is the the fast fit to 5 step acceleration, that is making a little bit of sprints but more faster without doing a small steps. So this will help you to run faster and be in form to be prepared for the match. So this is some of the exercise that I recommend.
Well, that will be very helpful for the audience because maybe uh, some don't some people don't understand the potential to warm up before practicing any sport, because like you mentioned, if you just like when in cold, you are going to suffer some injuries, and we don't want that, right?
Yeah,
So
because also not for the time of recovery. There are some few that are very painful and you cannot do anything. You cannot move the leg. If example is in some part of the leg, you cannot move it for a lot of time, and it is very stressful. So yeah, that's right.
so now let's move to our final question.
Okay.
Is which are like the most common injuries that happen on football?
Okay, one of the most common injuries are the ankle sprain, sorry, and the knee sprain, because sometimes your body, you need to do some movements that are very complicated, and you need to have very careful which are you stepping, because sometimes the most common I can say is the ankle sprain,
Mhm.
because it's one of the movements that everyone does in football. They try to dominate the ball, they try to dribbling, they try to do something, and to try do that, also the defender try to tackle you. So if the defender tackled you, can maybe there is a probability that you put the step on in a bad way and you get injured for a lot of for a while. But this type of injuries is like, for if we talk about the ankle, is like 2 to 3 weeks, maybe can be more depending which dimension are the injury.
Mhm.
Other is the foot or leg fracture. I can say as experience, I had got a fracture on my leg like 7 years ago, and wasn't good, was very painful, also stressful, because you need to be like in a chair, or helping with two, how can I say it, with two um, with two crutches that are very stressful, because you've been like this for a while. You try to walk with this and do this movement is very tired. So also that was playing soccer out too. So this is one of the most common. Sometimes you got luck and you don't need a operation or surgery. So so it's very complicated, these injuries, because sometimes if we talk about the knee sprain or a fracture, it's probably that the player needs to be retired and cannot play soccer anymore. But it's only in few cases, depending how much is the damage of the part of the body. So also for goalkeepers, as I said before, the fingers is very common. They broke their fingers, or their arms also. So is a lot of injuries that you can have, because the soccer is also a dangerous sport, that's like everyone, like every sport, like baseball, basketball. that have a lot of injuries that are very worse, and sometimes you don't like to watch it because it's very horrible to see that injuries. But that's one of the most common.
Well, thank you, Guillermo, for your time, for sharing this information. I think that it will very helpful for our audience that are watching, mostly because of the things that you just mentioned, the basic like cares that you have to take before practicing. Right now, this specific sport that is football, but also with the with other sports, right? So
Mhm.
thank you for being here. And well, that was our interview. I hope you enjoy your time here, and we'll see you other time.
Well, thank you so much, Oscar, for the invitation. I enjoy a lot. We talk about very important things also, and I think the audience will like it to watch it or hear it. So thank you for the invitation once again, and I hope see you soon. So stay safe.
Thank you, too, Guillermo. Bye.
Bye.